Hey, Wolverine. What? Do you think in some parallel universe there's another version of you with almost the same powers, but not grumpy? Instead, more humorous, maybe with short claws that turn into cool katanas or something? Isn't that basically you? Haha, too funny, James. I'm funny Deathstroke, not funny Logan, remember? Hello, fans of the Immortals, I mean those with healing factors and stuff. Definitely not vampires. Though I do like vampires.
You say that now.
No, I mean real vampires. No, that's fucking Batman, the real vampire. Yes, that's it right there. Back to the main topic. Marvel is soon bringing back two undeadable men to save a dying universe. Deadpool and Wolverine are expected to be a major hit this year, standing alongside the Guardians of the Galaxy and Loki, to bolster the box office for these folks. And what does a view-hungry YouTuber do when a super popular movie is about to be released?
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
There is it!
Welcome, dreamers, to Theory Hub, where we talk about things that will probably never happen, but they're interesting, and I'm Lander. Let's delve into the theory. Could Wolverine be TVA's secret weapon to eliminate Deadpool? First, let's skim over these two stubborn guys. Deadpool and Wolverine are both products of Weapon X, with similar abilities, but the actual experiments conducted on them were entirely different. Wolverine, real name James Howlett, is a mutant with a natural, 100% organic, super healing ability, along with some finger trickery, specifically retractable claws. He was kidnapped by Weapon X, subjected to brutal torture experiments, and had adamantium implanted into his skeleton, which made his claw tricks look more dangerous and cool. But this also turned him into a joke in front of an old guy wearing a rice cooker hat.
That remarkable metal doesn't run through your entire body, does it?
Deadpool, on the other hand, is a different story. He got cancer from using his phone too much and voluntarily joined Weapon X, hoping to cure it. His face was disfigured during the experiments.
Looked like Freddy Krueger face-fucked a topographical map of Utah.
Exactly.
And he was injected with a serum containing Wolverine's healing gene. Ironically, this serum didn't cure his cancer, but turned him into a super cancer and super healer, much like Wolverine, which isn't that fascinating. I prefer the super cancer part. It sounds pretty badass. It's like the coolest thing about Wolverine is his claws. But those egghead scientists didn't bother to give Deadpool those. In the movies they did, but it looked kind of...
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
I like how they silenced Deadpool in that movie, because otherwise, this segment would go like this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
To sum it up, Wolverine had adamantium grafted onto him, while Deadpool got Wolverine's genes grafted into him. Back to the new movie of both. Although the film is named Deadpool and Wolverine, the story mainly revolves around Deadpool. This will be the journey of Wade Wilson returning as a hero after a period of anonymity, with the backing of the TVA, potentially elevating this red-suited assassin to Marvel Jesus.
I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
You might think this is just a joke, but by the end of the movie, there's a good chance he could actually become a real god, because it's a Deadpool movie. Anything freaking possible, right? As for Wolverine, his role seems to be just to add to the title and logo of the movie to please fans, since we didn't even see Hugh Jackman in the trailer. So what role will Wolverine play in this journey? This question sparked a theory in my mind, wondering if Wolverine could be TVA's last resort to monitor Deadpool and eliminate him if this madman goes rogue. Let's check it out. Number one, Deadpool wouldn't be able to recruit Wolverine. As you've seen in X-Men First Class, Xavier and Magneto, two of the most powerful mutants considered by the X-Men at that time, had the intention of recruiting Wolverine to their cause. But the result was...
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Tell Xavier.
Go fuck yourself.
annoyed to be bothered. Clearly, there would be no chance of convincing Logan to join forces with a mentally unstable assassin who talks too much nonsense and always makes sex jokes.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Talk about saving the multiverse and becoming the god of an entire cinematic universe. So, the most plausible scenario could be Wolverine being recruited by the TVA and being arranged to accompany Deadpool. Since Marvel trailers always deceive us, it's possible that Wolverine will accompany Deadpool right from the start when they receive their assignment at the TVA. As for the scene where Deadpool finds himself in a casino, where a Wolverine in a white vest is sitting with his back turned, it's not really as we think. That's the scene where Deadpool will attack Wolverine, and I'll explain this further in the hypothesis later. Number 2. The scene where Deadpool falls and Wolverine appears. As we saw in the trailer, Deadpool is thrown away by some entity and lies motionless far away. Immediately after, Wolverine's shadow suddenly appears, revealing the classic comic suit that makes all Marvel fans gasp in amazement. At this point, Deadpool still offers assistance, meaning they are still allies in the scene. But Wolverine suddenly extends his claws and intends to attack Wade Wilson, catching him off guard. It's very likely that this will be the scene where Wolverine betrays Deadpool as part of the TVA's plan. Number 3, the scene where Deadpool fights the TVA. Based on the above arguments, we assume that Wolverine will be summoned by the TVA simultaneously with Deadpool. Then Wolverine will play the role of a caretaker managing the mentally unstable killer, both as a guardian and someone who will deal with Deadpool if he shows any signs of rebellion. An organization like the TVA would never risk having such an unpredictable variable like Deadpool as the centerpiece of their plan without any contingency measures. And it seems Deadpool is indeed rebelling. As an anti-hero, it's clear that Deadpool mercilessly slaughters the Minutemen under the TVA's authority. At this point, there are 2 possible scenarios. Scenario 1 is that Deadpool rebels, realizing that his organization is not as good as he thought. So he turns against them and hunts down TVA members. As mentioned in some previous hypothetical clips, this TVA may not be managed by Loki, but another organization disguised as the TVA, or a completely different TVA, led by a mysterious individual. So, the ultimate boss that Deadpool faces may be his original allies, the TVA and Wolverine. Scenario 2, we have to mention a rather interesting character. That's Cassandra Nova, a twin sister of Professor X. This character has abilities like a copy of Xavier's mind reading, controlling others, telepathy, blah blah, but a bit more sinister. At first glance, I thought this bald head was Charles and Xavier, but if you look closely, this head looks more like a woman. So it's quite certain this is Cassandra. The fact that Charles has a twin sister has never been mentioned in the movies, and if they were to build a completely new character, it would take time. So I think in this version, Cassandra's not a sister, but another variation of Professor X. Cassandra Nova may have manipulated the TVA using her psychic abilities to counter Deadpool. Or perhaps she set up a new TVA from the start to exploit Deadpool for some purpose. Number 4. Wolverine is the perfect tool to finish off Wolverine. What better way to kill an immortal being than using another immortal being? Having 2 characters with similar powers and the fan community debating who is stronger appearing in the same movie. A fierce battle is bound to happen, and a mere friendly match won't be convincing enough. So what's better than Deadpool facing off against Wolverine in a final deadly battle? Wolverine's healing factor is always rated higher than Deadpool's, so in a hand-to-hand battle, Wolverine's chances of defeating the Loudmouth are extremely high. And in the comics, there has been a time when Wolverine truly handled this scarred face. So deploying Wolverine alongside Wade as the Executioner is completely reasonable. The concept of 2 characters going together where one will play the role of the other's executioner if the other shows signs of losing control is no longer unfamiliar. You can immediately think of 2B and 9S in Nier Automata. Logan at this point would be a beefier, hairier 2B. Pretty cool, huh? Number 5. Lady Deadpool has appeared. Guess what? I bet you didn't notice this scene. Deadpool's signature weapons are 2 katanas and a gun. So who's shooting these 2 Uzis that the arms look like Deadpool's? It's Lady Deadpool, a female variation of Deadpool who has appeared in the comics. Her name is Wanda Wilson, possessing similar abilities to Deadpool, with the characteristic of always using Uzi guns. So what does Wanda have to do with Deadpool and Wolverine having to fight to the death? Wanda is a key figure in Deadpool's multiverse storylines. And one of those storylines, do you know what appeared? That's the healing inhibitor gun. That's right. Wanda will come to assist Deadpool and throw him the final weapon to finish off the more powerful healing opponent, which is the healing inhibitor gun, thereby helping Deadpool defeat Logan in the final battle. An unrelated detail I have to mention is actor Hugh Jackman shared that he thinks he's had enough time with Wolverine. If he had received an offer 7 years ago or more, he might have agreed, but he wants to give the opportunity to the younger generation and believes there will still be many people suitable for the role of Wolverine out there. This shows that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will probably only appear in this film. And to end Hugh's journey with Logan, Wolverine will surely have to sacrifice himself. What's better than him being killed by a worthy opponent and also his closest friend both in the movie and in real life? And that's the hypothesis that Wolverine is actually TVA's secret weapon to eliminate Deadpool. The theory sounds intriguing, doesn't it? These two cunning characters will surely create an explosive collaboration in 2024 and revive an entire film franchise that's been on the decline. Keep in mind that everything I'm about to say is just speculation and for reference purposes, but hey, anything can happen, especially in a Deadpool movie. We'll never know for sure. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for even crazier, more exciting theories about upcoming movies. And this is Lander from Theory Hub, wishing you all a fantastic day.